He's so silly, but he was all that. Girl, my mama talking about some she need me to send her some cash. That's crazy. What'd you tell her? I told her I was broke. I'm sorry she still believes you're a little kid. Just think, there's no way to go but up. Y'all still gonna be a little successful. We just gotta stay focused. Y'all want to get? Oh, there's never anything in here. They're fries. What else? Nothing. I'm getting water. Grab me some. Me too, please. Well, she only got 2 hands. Well, she can put the other one in her. I got y'all. Woo!
Oh, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Woo, so tell me, buddy. How have you been? I liked your poem that you did yesterday.
That's what cross I got.
Oh, wow, cool. Well, how you been doing?
Yeah, I'm good. How was your day?
It's pretty okay. It's actually pretty slow for a Friday.
Oh, okay. Well, hit me up later. Maybe we can get into some dunk together.
As we end, we have an original piece of poetry written by one of the females in our class who's actually Tarver, who's in here right now. It's called Black Love, to actually reflect this part of this kid where she sees her crush. Black love.
Black love. Soft and sweet like a melody, as powerful as a sweet peck to the forehead, as rare as and unique as the eclipsed moon. Black love is passion and desire. Black love cannot be overpowered. Its love is to its max, creating a perfect line of lavender and gold, a sweet scent of unity and strength, planting its seeds deep within, leaving a trace of love for you to indulge in. They say black love is rare, but it's everywhere. Open your eyes and see its beauty blossom. When black love finds you, it's no escaping its vibrant color, loud rumble, and vivacious curves. Embraces creativity, embraces ignorance to live out loud and freely, embraces appetite to love in black, for you have found black love. Brown skin so smooth, creating a glow so bright, it illuminates a dark room. Let your black love shine, embrace its mysterious beauty. Black love is the sway to her hips, the strut to her walk, and the tone of her voice. It's time to dance, watch my body move to the music of love. It's a moment of celebration, a time to sing out. Black love, it is time, let us love. And black love is...
Can everyone hear me? Please give them another round of applause. We're actually coming to a close. Before I introduce, we have our 2 speakers. This is for those who are pursuing their dream, who are not making excuses. Hope, faith, and belief are characteristics all wants to see, but when in possession they don't believe. Why is that? Puzzled in the brain trying to figure out the sequence of transformation, waiting for life to turn into your own interpretive visualization, but why? Why look for success if you're not willing to succeed at your level best? And how can you be all you're meant to be if you're running away from all of your tests? So for those who are pushing on and moving on, I thank you guys for persevering. I thank you guys for accomplishing your goals, and I thank you guys for those who are have not accomplished their goals yet. Just always remember that success is self-defined. Amen. Amen. We actually have another talent for tonight. Aquanetta Fagan. Fagan, sorry. Aquanetta Fagan.
someone I cry for. He has done bad things, but still has a good heart. He has been hit by being Mr. Wrong, but one of the reasons I'm not pushing to find Mr. Right. When I was down, he picked me up. When I was up, he took me higher. He is my dark night that killed judge so I can have a spotlight. He has lied to me but promised me fame. He has a sweet scent that makes you fall in love more, a strength of two eyes, and a personality that I adore. I love him. He is the way I pictured. I hope I make him glad. Yes, he is Superman. He is my dad.
Now for the very special part. We're actually going to have two guest speakers for tonight. One of which is Annie Ruth. And I'm actually going to read her bio. Annie Ruth is a dynamic sister who utilizes her positive voice to inspire audience internationally. She is an award-winning poet, author, and performer. She earned a Bachelor's of Arts degree from National University in San Diego, California. Annie Ruth has a passion for empowering others. Her work has impacted countless people across the globe. She has presented workshops and performed in national forums such as Speaking of Women's Health, Universal Sisters, the National Council of Negro Women Conferences, and numerous other civic and community venues. A few of her awards include Athena International Leadership Award, NAACP Innovative Educator Award, YWCA Career Woman of Achievement, an Ohio Senate Commendation, Leading Woman Award for Arts and Entertainment, and Inquirer Woman of the Year. Again, I introduce to you guys Annie Ruth.
How y'all doing this evening? Good. I'm one of those interactive kind of sisters. I'm going to really quickly, but I am here. I have actually never met. This is my first time meeting Dr. Stinson, but I got a phone call from a sister one day, and she said, there is a senior here on campus that wrote her first book and asked would I come. And so whenever the opportunity presents itself to share any positive word with young people or be an encouragement, I said, let me come. And so I kind of left the family at home on this Saturday afternoon and drove on up the highway, even past my exit for about 6 miles. You've come up north on 75, and not 75, 71, and once you pass exit 50, you pass it, don't pass it. Anyway, do me a favor. Say, elevate your mind.
Elevate your mind.
One more time. Say, elevate your mind.
Elevate your mind.
I went to school in Atlanta in my 10th grade year of high school. I had to go live with my dad, who was from Atlanta. And, you know, of course, I stood out coming from the north. But the cheerleaders used to always sing this cheer. Did they sing that cheer up here? Elevate your mind, get yourself together. Ever heard that? All right. So then, you know, so they used to say, elevate your mind, get yourself together. And then you do it real fast. You know, I was never a cheerleader. I was an athlete. But it stuck out to me when they said, elevate your mind. So in my head, you know, because we all are creative. You guys know that? Let me see the hands of folks who think they are creative. Raise your hands. All right. Guess what? Every single hand in the room should be raised because we all are creative. Now, are we all artistic, or are we all literary geniuses like our young sister here? No, but we all are creative. We all have a gift to share. And so Dr. Stinson asked me, she said, share a little bit about the importance of education. So there is a Swahili word. I love to learn Swahili, and I don't speak it fluently, but every now and then I go and grab a few words that kind of really speak to me. So I want you all to say kuumba. Kuumba. What does that sound like? Say kuumba. Kuumba. Now, amazingly enough, as I had never, when I began to learn Swahili words, I had never traveled to the motherland. I never went to Africa. But it was about a year and a half ago where I got a phone call one day. And it was from a gentleman who said, hey, Annie Ruth, we got some young people who need some help to be inspired to do artwork. And he said, can you help us? And I said, yes, I can. Never knew it was opening up the door for me to travel to Africa. And then he called, we got together for the meeting because they wanted to plan the lesson plan out, right? And then they said to me, by the way, this means that there's a delegation that will travel for 2 weeks over to an island called Mukenya. And They didn't really identify who was going then, but I'm gonna tell you, who believes that really you can hear the voice of God speaking to you? At that moment, God said to me, I hadn't got my passport. He said, go get your passport, because you're gonna be on a trip. Long story short, my prayer had always been to travel to the motherland, to learn and experience African culture for myself. And it gets me to, there's key words that I want to leave you guys with. I'm going to kind of step aside, but I really came to be support to the young sister who is sharing the poetry. But I want you all to say after me, say dare to dream. All right. I wrote down 5 key points. Repeat after me, say D. D is do what you really love. You all know what you love. Whether anybody pays you to do it, you find yourself doing it. You would do it all day, all night. If you're sleep deprived, if you're hungry, you'll find yourself doing it. For me, my passion is visual art and writing and expressing myself. Say R. R is, just like I was, ready at all times, because you never know when an opportunity is going to present itself right smack in the middle of your face. It's almost like being a Marine. Be prepared, so be ready. Say E. Exposure. That's what keeps a lot of our young folks. It's not, a lot of times people will say, well, hey, black folks aren't achieving. Black folks aren't doing this. Black folks aren't doing that. Particularly, they like to hone in on black folks. But it's not about dumb or smart or better or great. It's about exposure. Find yourself exposing yourself and moving outside of your comfort zone. Like if you normally eating lunch over here with your girls during the cafeteria, take a step out and move next to something, sit down and meet somebody you never ever met before. Exposure. You never know what it will do for you. Say A. One time, say A. Attitude. Keep a positive attitude about it, no matter what it is. You might be going through, I kind of listened to the brothers' poetry, and it was, I don't know if it was from kind of like kind of autobiography or whatever, but I was kind of honing in on when he said that his family was treating him a certain way or their expectations. But it's about attitude. No matter what kind of hell might be coming towards you, keep it positive. There's always, even in the midst of hell, there is always a positive side. Your attitude is going to determine how high or how far you can go. And then M. Say M. Poets. I love poetry because you guys do it in a way that's just so phenomenal to me. Sometimes I have to kind of like really, really hone in for the young folks because the words are spit out so fast. I'm like, okay, I got that thought. But so much depth. Don't ever change and be uniquely you and hone and just kind of coin what you do. Make it your niche. But here, M, say make the most of what you have.
Make the most of what you have.
Make the most of what you have. Do what you do in a spirit of excellence. I commend her very first book. My first book, back when I came out with it at age 19, I didn't have a computer. I had a manual typewriter. Who's ever seen a manual typewriter? I had a manual typewriter and some press-on letters. You ever seen them press-on letters? You take like a pencil or a burnisher and put it down. Here's your paper, and you put it down your sheet. You burnish your letters down. That was my very first book. Took it, sold it door to door. Because they train you for this stuff. Who's ever been in Girl Scouts or Brownies or something like that? They train you to be entrepreneurs. So I went door to door, knock, knock. Hi, my name is Andy Ruth. This is my new book. It's only $2. And your money, when you purchase it, it's going to help you raise money for a scholarship fund to help a sister. And I was only 1 year older than that sister at age 19, providing a scholarship fund. You don't limit yourself. You are bound for greatness. And I'm hoping that something that I have said or shared, and don't ever forget that you are creative. Everyone is creative. If you believe that you are created in the image of God, that you are destined to do something on this world, you got to believe it, despite if nobody else believes it, despite what they say. I'm going to tell you, I grew up a young woman with a mother. My mom battled with mental illness most of my life from age 3. I kind of defied the norms. With a time when natural hairstyles was out, everyone kind of natural hairstyle.
And when there's a time, I grew up in a time where you couldn't get your hair to grow. Mom used to put that Glover's mane. Who's ever heard of Glover's mane? Glover's mane, I mean, for those young folks in the South, what is Glover's mane? It was this tar-smelling kind of grease. Can you imagine going to elementary school with this tar-smelling kind of grease? I'm already catching it because I'm an athletic female. I'm catching it because hair ain't growing. I'm catching it because I'm got hand-me-downs from my sisters and got wearing high waters. I don't know if they call them high waters now.
Yeah, we still call them high
But
waters.
here's the main thing I want you to know. There isn't anything you can't do. And in spite of my mom breaking down almost every year and kind of not mentally doing there, during her lucid times, during times when she had a right mind, you know what she did? We walked to the library. And she taught me and she instilled in me that the gift that I have is from God. So I'm saying here to you today, many of the poets are new and you're coming to the stage, and don't get into, I'm shy. You're not shy, because there is power in what you speak. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Begin to speak. I am great. I am special. I am unique. And hone it. Polish it. Be ready. You never know when the opportunity may present itself. And I'm going to take my seat because I came here to hear the words of our young sister. I am just so excited. I don't know if you guys are going to introduce her. She's going to come straight. You're going to introduce her. But I just want to say I am so excited to hear what you have to say. And I'm going to come. I didn't even bring any books because I came to bring the spotlight on this sister. I did bring some information about an exhibit that I have going on in Cincinnati that's going to come up next March when it's History Month. But do me a favor. I always do this. Put your hand up like this, everybody. I hope I have shared in this quick moment. I kind of spit it out real fast. I'm the young folks. But I want you to do this. I'm going to blow your kiss. I'm going to catch the kids and kind of rub it in there. And I'll be around to celebrate with y'all the rest of the evening. Okay, here we go. Don't y'all let my kiss drop to the ground. Here we go. Right here. All right, we love to y'all.
Now we're going to have our keynote speaker for tonight. We're going to have Darian Johnson introduce Christine Haney.
Greetings to all. My name is Darian Johnson, here to present Kristen Henley. Kristen Henley is a senior here at Wilberforce University majoring in mass media communications. She has recently published her first book of poetry called Pouring Out My Soul. This book contains inspirational poetry, love poems, and poems about different issues going on around the world. She began writing poetry at the age of 14 and began doing spoken word at the age of 15. She has stood in front of many people reciting her poetry and has won first, second, and third place while in high school. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Wilberforce University's own Kristen Henley.
Thank you. Actually, I've been writing, like my bio said, for 14 years old, and actually how I began writing poetry was when I was a child growing up, all the way up until high school. When I was around the other kids, they would ridicule me seriously because when I was about 2 years old, I was in a traumatic brain excuse me, I'm sorry. When I was about 2 years old, I was in an accident which caused me to have traumatic brain injury. And when I was younger, my mom gets to tell a lot of people about my testimony and stuff. And you know how you're a kid in church, sometimes you don't want to be there. You're like, the preacher's boring, or you want to go to sleep or color or something. But anyway, my mom always told the church that
when we were in the accident, we were stopped at a two-way stop sign, and this one car came and hit me on